Oh my, what a day. How's everybody doing? A little bit of a slow start this afternoon. Had to sort some things out over here. Finally, after a long introduction, I think we're okay. Hopefully things stay stable. How's everybody doing there? Good number of you in the chat at the top of the show. Who was first? Thomas from Bangkok, checking in. Very good. Stereo Decor is here. Arjan, welcome. Luminous Cloud, the Zoid is always built for speed. I don't know about today, though. I feel like today I might be a little bit on the slower side, but thank you for the affirmation. Sandor's here. Walter Osuna, UK Soul Saver, Ame, Daniel Ras, Skermantis, and so on and so on. I probably shouldn't take too much more time here on this long-winded introduction. Let's bring it on in. Hey, what's up? John Selway here in the studio at 343 Labs, music production school in New York City, and in Berlin, and in the known universe, or at least online, right? Wherever you got a data connection, you can check us out. And as ever, you can find out about our programs, our classes, the things we've got going on, our events, both in person and here in cyberspace. This is what cyberspace looks like. See this green swirly stuff? Anyway. Yeah, we've been doing these, we've been kind of ramping up things with our online courses, actually. And we've been doing these free open house sort of mini classes that you are all invited to if you want to hang out. Check out the events page on our website to get more info. But yeah, we've got one tomorrow and I believe the following week. And myself and another instructor, Dane, actually is going to join me. Great Dane. He's the of Chop Shop fame. You guys have heard me talk about Chop Shop before. But we'll each, we'll give a little introduction to the school. We'll each, Max Wild, we'll give an introduction to the school, and then Dane and I will do kind of some short beginner-focused lessons. So, yeah, tell your friends and come and hang out with us. Again, if you go to the links below, 343labs.com, go to our events page, and you'll find out where you can sign up and get the link. It's a Zoom class. It's a Zoom meeting, right? Not a live stream like this. So, anyway, yeah. Hello again. Marco Freudenberg's here. Heidi Ho. Funkdor is here. Silver Knobs, HMDT. Welcome again. And what are we doing today? Honestly, it's been pretty hectic around here. And I was wondering, I've been having Christian on lately. We've been doing this techno thing. I haven't done any electro in a while. So I thought the first thing was, let's get back to some electro. And then there was that nice sort of surprise announcement I don't know if it was a surprise for everybody. I wasn't sure. I kind of thought maybe there was a little rumbling. Is this going to happen? But yeah, Native Instruments announced that they have an update of Absinthe, which is a very nerdy thing to be excited about because, this plugin is been around forever and it's been amazing for a long time, but it's been long in the tooth and it was due for an update ages ago. And I think we weren't even sure if they were going to support it anymore. And then, yeah, just this week, the official word went out that there's Absinthe 6. And I used to use Absinthe all the time. I am so out of practice with it. And now there's a new interface, so it looks different. So today is just going to be, let's make an electro beat and let's explore the update of Absinthe and see what happens. No big promises. Let's just hang out and, do some electro with some Absinthe sounds. I don't even know how much into the sound design I'm going to get. It's such a deep instrument. And you can get real particular if you want. And it's definitely like a professional sound designer's kind of a synth, right? It can do so much in terms of what you do with the signal flow and modulation and everything. So hopefully we won't get too sidetracked by me stumbling over myself as I reintroduce myself to the world of Absinthe. So bear with me. But anyway, we'll have fun, hopefully. And otherwise, yeah. What are y'all talking about today? Who's already an Absinthe user? I'm just curious. Like if you guys are old school enough to have had Absinthe around back in the day. Here it is. I guess they're trying to make it more accessible for people who don't program, right? Because the patch interface is maybe a little daunting for some, but I guess that's sort of the first thing is just to look for some sounds. Like I said, I don't want to get too caught up in the weeds on sound design and all of that. Maybe I'll start remembering how to use it as we go, but yeah. So I think I'm just gonna start playing and fool around that, and I feel like I need a little bit of a beat maybe to warm up. So I made a kick drum already. That's a start. You guys hear that? Okay, is that coming through? Want to make sure everybody's hearing the sound clean and clear, and right away, yeah, that's just the DS. I've been using this more and more. Like, I'm just tired of looking for samples. I'll just use this. And even I'm tired of using more complicated synths to make my kick drums. This one's so simple and easy. And, I already like it just how it is with like a little bit of the built-in distortion and a real short decay. A little bit of a click, which I've smoothed out by rolling the attack off just a touch. I mean, that's good, right? Maybe, oh yeah, it's compressed. It's got to be compressed. And I'll probably do more to it as we go. But that's the vibe, right? I got 144 beats per minute, a little bit on the fast side. And not too, I was feeling like, I want a little frenetic syncopation or just, some 16th notes in the kick drum pattern. But let's get that backbeat going. I feel like I already need some snares. And I don't know. Should we go back to the? Let's try the DS again. Maybe this will just be. It's going to be Absinthe and Max for Live DS day, and we'll see what happens. All right. There's the clang. Actually, this is another thing. Maybe I can. I use the kick. I use the hi-hat. Those are the ones I use the most with these DS. So let's use some of the ones that I don't use so often. Let's use the clang. Oh, that's like a cowbell. That might be a little bit. Oh, maybe a little bit too clangy. Can I make that sound thicker? No, it's so... No, not that. Maybe I've got the DSFM open too. Let's just go back to the snare and see if I can make it sound decent. I want it to be real tight, but I mean that's kind of in the range that I want. But maybe I want it a little bit thicker. Maybe we want to distort it. Let's get the beat in there, and then we'll decide what to do with the sound. Too clean. We want dirt. I want distortion. I want distortion and noise. Or we could do this. I'm going to put the vocoder after it. Ah, there we go. Come to life. We just leave it like that. Let's see what happens if we distort it. I like how clean it is, though. Let's put the distortion before. There we go. Sharp. A little bit harsh. It's. I want it dirty. I want it energetic. I want it sharp, but I also don't want it to hurt my ears too much. Okay. That's a starting point. Now, I'm over here on the FM, DSFM, and thinking about randomizing. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll like generate some loops or something, just like some kind of random pitchiness. Yeah, something like that. Like a little bit of sample and hold. Right, and I've got the expression control going on. I'm randomizing the pitch every time I play a note. I'm randomizing the tone and the feedback. Right, and I'm doing it using modulation as opposed to remote automation, so I can still tweak them separately. I could also randomize the modulation. And we'll just see what happens, because right now it's just a bunch of weird randomness. Maybe if I put in an interesting rhythm to go along with the kick drum and the snare. I should just be recording this. Yeah, let's set that up. Get that coming out of the rack with the... And whatever happens, happens. One of these is going to be good. Or a couple of them. I want to keep it short. All right. Let's do another random to... We'll modulate the amount. And, oh boy, I'm out of... Oh, that one. Velocity. Let's change velocity to random. Randomize everything. And we're going to modulate. We're going to map that to the mod. And good luck. All right, let's do a different pattern. Randomly putting in some notes up and down. Too much noise? Oh, wow. I've got them overlaid now. Ah, shit. What was that? I didn't mean to play back the first one with the next one, but it actually was kind of cool. There's going to be tons of hopefully happy accidents doing weird stuff today. Right, that's just all like percussion now. It's definitely electro sounding. We can kind of, we've got all this stuff randomizing. Let's see if we can sort of tilt it in a direction. Let's do another kind of pattern. Something more sparse. Thinking about rhythm and weird noises squeaking up and down. I don't mind like going short or longer on the decay. Should I also randomize that? I need another expression control to do that. Okay, randomize decay. Some of these are going to have to get cut into one shots, right? All right, I need another one. All right, I need to do another one that's more just stripped down. or just one note, just to get some hits. I kind of like that. Get some. Sometimes they sound like chords. Huh. Lots of raw material to play with. Oh, I forgot to record them. I better record those. Let's do some of those one-shots into audio. A few more. These are going to be great with like lots of effects, no? Okay. Let's make some variations. Or just play more rhythm. What happens if I do some higher notes? I like that too. Just draw in some extra notes sometimes for fills. Am I just going totally off the deep end here? I like that I have all this crazy stuff. Usually I've always been into randomizing to generate patterns, but also I'll feel quickly like, oh my God, this is going too far. Like this is just too much craziness. You do have to dial it in. Oh, I love this. This is a good quote. Where is this? From Silver Knobs. Melody is for people without imagination. Come on, really? I like melody too. I mean, I'd like to combine some of this weirdness with maybe some like pretty like absinthe expansive cinematic experience, right? Like, we'll see. What just happened? God. All right, I want to see if I can find a loop that just works without too much modification. I mean, this is always a trick, right? Like, you do something weird and random, and then you just repeat, but then you pick part of it and repeat it, and then it starts to make sense to your brain. You're like, oh, there's a melody there. There's actually something that makes sense somehow. I mean, it almost makes sense hearing it like that. It's a little intense. Let's play around with some effects, or just even a filter. It is like always really sharp, right? Ramp down. Do some synced kind of stuff. Why is that not on time? Better. I've noticed that with the update of auto filters. If I'll change the rate when it's synced, and then it'll go off of sync again, and I have to restart. It's kind of annoying. funny. It's like random and weird, but it also sounds kind of happy. Something about the way that came through. I'm not 100% sold on this filter thing. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, gonna duplicate. See what else there is. Yeah. I like the beginning of this one. That kind of sort of an explosion, right? Maybe at some point I might want to phrase, sort of chop these up and more finely. I don't know. Come on, brain. I kind of like the ones that are more tonal. It sound more like a bass. Kind of interesting. This one's more contained, right? It's a little more in a key. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Do some snare drum variation to kill time. Something. We'll do the same thing for the kick. A little bit of extra variation. Maybe not at the end. I'll let the snares handle it. What about here? Little too busy. I forget how velocity sensitive is this plugin. Let's make the downbeats harder, heavier on the one of each of those bars. And I'm not really hearing much of the difference. Maybe it's just because I'm squashing it, or maybe it's not all that velocity sensitive. We'll just deal with that. Ooh. How about this? There's an idea. Using our MIDI effects today. Velocity. Actually, no, expression controls again. This is where it's expression controls all over the place today. And we're going to modulate. We'll figure it out. I want to have the decay a little bit longer on the higher velocities. That's what we're going to try to do. So modulate decay. As I said, modulate decay. There we go. Okay. So I need to not have it be booming all the time. Maybe we change the curve. There we go. It'll do. Easy enough. Close enough. All right, so I've totally forgotten what my other audio recordings sound like. Let's see. It sounds kind of the same, but higher and more melodic. We want that. We want the like squelchy little percussion thing, probably. Let's keep that. Going to leave it how it is and let it loop for like 8 bars, just how it is. Doesn't do too much crazy changing. Cut the low end out of it. Maybe even more to make it more like a shaker. chorusify it. Classic stupid electro tricks. I'm down with that. Oh, someone's complaining about me covering up the Ableton. Here, let's move me over. Yeah, I want you to be able to see. Here, let's slide me right over here. Oh, too far. There we go. Now, can you see better? All right. I usually try to counteract for that by like zooming in and panning around so you can see better what I'm doing. That's probably what you were missing, right? Playing around with a chorus. I think I want to compress this. Peak, fast attack, pretty high ratio. Back off on that attack a little bit so it isn't too squashed. Just catch those peaks. Turn it up a little bit. More under control now. And then we can play around with this rate. Okay, so I'm feeling the vibe now. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do some phrasing in the arrangement with this because, like, I like parts of it. I don't want to get too deep into the arranging yet right now, so we'll come back to that. But I really like the impact of this. Just that is like what. It sounds like it's about to blow up. I also feel like I should have like a deeper sub underneath it at some point. But, you know, we'll get some more bass in this eventually. But yeah, if we just have this... let me just rein this in a little bit with some just quick and easy volume chopping. Maybe if it's just the first half of each of those. Yeah, the second half is not as good. I mean, that second note, if it were longer, might have worked. That's what I mean by like doing that kind of editing, is like taking parts of this on the timeline. But yeah, let's just keep it simple. Maybe we'll just keep it more that first part. Let's see what happens if we go this last note. Yeah, it's like da-da-da-da. I like that. Ooh, here's an idea. All right. Another stupid trick here. Not too stupid, actually. Just a simple one that does a lot of damage is unlinking envelopes. Oops, not that one. Wrong one. This one, right? Let's make that start there. I want to make the length of this. I'm not sure. We'll just leave it the way it is. But I need this to be longer. I need this to be 8 bars. There we go. And then I need to select this and duplicate it. And then the second time, so that's 8 bars or 4 bars, and then... Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, I'm doing some kind of subtractive phrase sampling here where it's like playing the beginning part and then automating away. And then it's going to do it again after 4 bars. And then it's going to turn the volume up in the last bar to do a weird turnaround. It's okay. It's possible. Thinking thinking about making space. Right. So it's an idea. I tried it, and now I'm not sure, but we did it. What else we got in some of these parts? Yeah, I started doing these more simple ones, right? Did this one not really get recorded? That's just one loop. I thought I had more of these. How does that sound just by itself? That's all I had. It's kind of buried behind everything, right? It's not that great. It's just a little weird noise. What does this one sound like? Right, these are the first ones we did. Maybe one of these or two of these will sound cool. We can throw them in there sometimes. They were more fun the first time. Now I'm not loving them. I think I hadn't really thought it through yet. This. Whoa, how about this? We make the first beat. So it's not over top of the other one. Try this. Yeah, this is going to take some more work. Nope. Yeah. All right. Let's stop. I need my brain to like chill now. All of this random electrical stimulating noise. We need to kind of chill here, and I'm going to check in with you guys and see what y'all are talking about. What is happening? I see y'all are talking about stuff. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. Let's see. Audio damage has a new verb, according to Luminous Cloud. Have not checked that out yet. We'll definitely do. I like audio damage. They make some good stuff. And Dry Dresser talking about absinthe. Interesting thing about absinthe to me are actually bass sounds that you would similarly get from other synths, but they sound different in absinthe. Agreed. I've totally done that. I was looking for, I have old absinthe presets, and I definitely used absinthe to make some weird bass sounds. It's been a while though, but yes, you're absolutely right. There's like a different character to this synth, and it stands out. So I like that. And let's see, Daniel Rast is saying absinthe is great, but always a bit messy. What do you think was messy about it? I'm curious. Like, because I always thought it sounded like, well, okay, yes, messy in terms of things could be overcomplicated because of those insane envelopes and some of the built-in effects, right? But maybe that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you thought about why it was messy. Let's see. Dry Chester saying nice melody. Like what melody? I don't know what melody that was. And Luminous Cloud is playing soccer and trying to listen. How is all this weird noise like affecting your soccer game? I think. And yes, I think Silver Knob's pointing out the bass line. Are they kind of missing some like deep bass, some kind of smooth bass? Maybe. I'm definitely thinking ahead about that. And thank you, Marco, for reminding everybody to join the Discord server. I haven't been doing that much lately. I haven't been on the server as much. I want to apologize for that. There we go. We're overdue for maybe another feedback session, right? So yeah, if you're not on the Discord for 343 Labs and for my channel on the Discord, there's a link below that it's an invite to the Discord. If you're not on there already, and I think it will take you directly to the Selway feedback channel. And yeah, if there's going to be, and when, not if, when there's going to be some new activities, some sample challenge or some remix challenge or just a feedback session, something like that, that's the first place I'll usually say it's coming on the stream, but then in the Discord I'll actually say it's happening, parts are coming, so that's where you hear about it first. So definitely do that. Thanks for the reminder, Marco. And now Thomas is like, what happened to absinthe? Well, that's why I stopped. Because I realized, okay, I wanted to start with a groove So I had something to play with, and then bring the absinthe into that. Because I think it's, I'm switching out of like beat and sound design mode into absinthe preset exploration now. So yes, thanks. You're on it, Thomas. You're absolutely right. It is time to bring out the absinthe. And yes, Kriok is in the house. It is Electro today. This is what we have so far. And now we're going to switch out of making weird beats and sounds with randomization to playing around with absinthe. All right. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time for me in absinthe. Absinthe is an old friend, which, when I first taught a synthesis class for Dubspot, I want to say more than 10 years ago, we used for the course all Native Instruments plugins. We had Massive was the main one, and we also did FM with FM7 or FM8, and then we taught Absinthe, and we did Contact, like sampling with Contact, and it was a lot. It was a lot of classes. It was a lot of material. And I've kind of, since I haven't taught that course in so many years, like some of it honestly just kind of, if you don't use it, you'll lose it, right? And honestly, my absinthe skills have degraded a touch. And so, now we have this update finally of a really great classic synth that looks nice, but it's not, other than this preset explorer where they've got like a kind of a map of the sounds, there's not that much different. I mean, I haven't gone down the list of improvements that they've made, but like going into the patch, it's just a nicer way. Actually, let's compare. What does the old Absinthe look like compared to Absinthe 5? Do I even still have it on here? Yes. I have it. There's not a VST3 of it. Yeah, so here's Absinthe 5. And it definitely looks dated, right? And let's compare that with 6, right? I mean, okay, it's larger for one thing. There must be a way to adjust that. But yeah, this is the old view, right? With the like cloudy graphics in the background and the rounded, like the user interface design is definitely dated. But yeah, I used to really enjoy making sounds and teaching with Absinthe. So it's going to take me a minute to come back to it, but let's just use the browser and find something. So I want, we were just talking about bass sounds, and I don't know, let's go in and see if we can find some interesting bass to play on this crazy groove that I've got going on. All right. So yeah, I'm looking through the banks. Let's just go for the newest sounds. Let's check out the Absinthe 6 presets, and then we go into types. We got bass, and then we can do character. But yeah, we'll just click on. Oh, audio preview. Do you guys hear that? The preview's kind of quiet. Is there a volume for the preview? Oh, you can turn the audition off. That's cool. Right. So far, I'm not excited. Let's go for that. That's so basic. All right. Actually, it sounds better on full volume. These when you click on it to preview it, you don't really fully hear the sound the way you want. It's just doing a little think, right? But now, that's good. I think I like that. All right. I'm just going to go with presets, and we'll just see what we can do, and maybe we'll tweak them a little bit if we need to. Am I in a key? I hear that kind of one note. It goes, I'm hearing that note. What note is that? Sounds like a G, which is a good note for bass. I want to do some call and response with that. Like, right there where that other sound stops, let's fill that in. Right here on. It's a start. We'll get there. Let's make this 2 bars long. Repeat that. Let's add another one. Now here's a choice. Do I want monotone like that, or do I want to have some melodic variation in my bass? And if so, how much? Like I could have it kind of vary at the end, and yeah, that kind of works. Going up and down a half step always kind of works in electro, doesn't it? All right, let's duplicate this out again and dial this back a little bit. Do a kind of A and B. Maybe we'll go down the first time. I'm not sure. Go down first, then go up, then go down, and then go up again. It's okay. All right, so now I've got something, for good or for better or for worse. Let's play around with the sound a little bit. We got our macros, and it's just getting darker. Let's hear what this sounds like soloed. And we're just, is absinthe any good for bass? Sure. It's snapping a little bit. You can hear those envelopes when the voice is repeating. I like it better brighter. All of the built-in effects in absinthe are like kind of delay or based or filter, delay, filter, granular, and it can. Maybe this is what we were referring to earlier. It can sound maybe a little messy sometimes, I've noticed, but I think in this case, I think it's cool. There's like a high pass. There's a filter on those effects. I think I like this drier. Not sure what that's controlling. Let's go over to the patch view and see what we've got control over. All right, so we've got 3 sawtooth waves with single oscillators. So this is pretty much a subtractive sound. Nothing crazy. We've got a wave shaper on one of them. Let's see here what these different layers sound like. Yep. I mean, this sound like you could make with almost any synth, right? Not very like absinthe specific. All right, so yeah, we've got that, and that's going through a low pass filter into a ring mod. I'm not sure what that's doing. Oh, it's just doing, yeah, it's not being used really. It's just turning the volume up and down. And then that's going into this kind of pipe effect. Oh, here we go. That is not helping. I don't know what they were thinking, but that's not giving us much, at least how I'm playing the sound. Maybe it would be different if I was doing it in a different way. And there's the pipe. Which actually sounds kind of cool. Nice kind of resonant ringiness to the sound. And we're getting some kind of different phase stuff going on when we change the timing of that. Which, you know, is something to play with. What are these guys doing? Yep, just another layer. Detuned a little bit. Subtle. And that's actually giving it some more movement. That's not bad. But again, not crazy. I could make a very similar sound in other synths. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about before, Absinthe can be good for bass sounds, and it does have just a little bit of a different character, I think, just because of the signal path and the types of effects it's got. Let's just look quickly at the envelopes. Yeah, this is another Absinthe, I think, was, it was when it, at the time when this came out, or when it was still kind of newer, these types of endlessly powerful, complex envelopes were, there wasn't anything else that I used that could do this. These really crazy long envelopes that could just be, you could have an envelope going on for minutes. You could play a whole song. You could literally have multiple envelopes doing melody and rhythm and other types of modulation, and just Absinthe is really good for these super crazy powerful envelopes. But here we're just using regular ADSRs, and it's really straightforward. I was wondering if I wanted to be a little tighter. Just a little bit. I have to say, it looks a lot better compared to how it looks here. Let's see, what does the envelope view look like? Yeah, it's the same thing, just not quite as shiny looking, and definitely still useful. But yeah, essentially the same synth, right? All right, so we've got a bass sound. Now let's go through some more sounds. See what else we can get out of Absinthe. Let's do soundscapes. Oh, this is fun. All right, what do we want? Do we want ambivalent, destructive, gloomy, heavenly, hypnotizing, insanity, peaceful, winter noise? What do you think? Let's try destructive. How crazy is that going to be? Ooh. I already like just that as a drone in the background. Doesn't particularly sound destructive to me. Now it sounds destructive. Let's actually hear this. These are the kind of sounds that Absinthe is famous for. It's like these long, deep, evolving. I like that. It's like an intro kind of a thing, or put in a break. Let's see what they've got the macros doing. A filter. That's his volume. Oh, that's cool. You can kind of hear, I know it could be louder, but somewhere in here in this patch. Okay, so there's a granular engine in here, and I guess what we're doing with this macro is scooting around inside of one of those samples. That's great. This is going to be fun. Right, it already doesn't sound good anymore. What is this going to be? Let's see how this sounds with some crazy, well, not crazy, but some reverb on it. Let's do Supermassive. And I feel like that's another thing about Absinthe, the sound of Absinthe that's important, I think, is it has space and resonance in terms of delay and filters and stuff, but it doesn't really have a real reverb in it. So a lot of these Absinthe sounds, even when they're spacey, sound really dry. I definitely remember that. And kind of, yeah, I think we should. Why am I not finding my Valhalla plugs? Supermassive, there it is. Let's throw this on after. And find some ridiculous reverb, some massive reverb. All right, I'm already kind of like, okay, that was cool at the first listen, but now I'm kind of not into it anymore. So let's try that. Kind of nice. A little excessive on the reverb there. Too pretty, right? See if we can destroy the sound a little bit. Not very dirty at all. Really, really clean, pretty sound. It's another thing you don't really get in Absinthe is distortion. Like some, it's got wave shaping, but I never really find it sounding like thick and dirty. I guess I could be, I'm probably wrong. I'm probably generalizing, and you probably can make it really thick and dirty. It's been a while. There you go. I got my keyboard out. You can't see it. It's off camera. This was my secret plan the whole time, to start out with some really sharp electric, clean, like nerdy electro beat, and then go way out in outer space with Absinthe, because Absinthe is so good at these deep, atmospheric, drone, ambient soundscapes, right? And this is just, I've literally gone through 2 presets to find this, and it's already good. Let's see what else we can find. Is there anything better? Probably. Noisy. Too much reverb. Hold on a second. Let's. Yeah, this is where the distortion is kind of messing us up. You put something really metallic and resonant like that that's inharmonic through distortion, it's going to get a little excessive. That's interesting. Crazy comb filtering going on in that. there's that, that flanging, that comb filtering going on in that. I'm looking at the wrong instance of absinthe. Let's see. Let's go and look at the patch for this. Yeah, there it is. Right there. All of that complex movement in this sound. This is what it looks like. Although it doesn't, there it goes. You can see the LFOs transposed onto those envelopes. Like, are there any other plugins that do that let you kind of scale? You can add an LFO to an envelope and then scale the amount and rate of the LFO inside of the envelope. That's bonkers. I've always thought that was really pretty amazing. So, again, just as kind of a what's up with absinthe, what's so cool about it, this is one of those things. After I spend some time refamiliarizing myself with absinthe, I'm going to have to actually do some sound design with it again. It's been like some years, really. So I definitely need to like retrain my brain on absinthe to make some new sounds with it now that it's got this nice, pretty interface. How are we doing for time? I do think I've got to wrap it up. I do have to get on with the rest of my day. So yeah, looks like we kind of got a little bit into absinthe, just a brief introduction or reintroduction for myself and for you guys. And go play with absinthe. I know it's kind of I paid for the update, right? I didn't want to wait. But if you already own absinthe, it might be worthwhile. Lots of fun, and thanks for hanging out with me again today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, just as a reminder, tomorrow, 343 Labs has an online open house. We'll be doing a little bit of a short kind of class/master class. Great Dane, one of our instructors here, who's more kind of the bass music, hip hop kind of world. And then myself will be doing some kind of beginner oriented tutorial/class that you guys can hang out with us on a Zoom call and ask questions, and also learn a little bit more about what we do here at 343 Labs, our individual courses, the one-year program, and all of that. So yeah, check out the link below, go to the events page on our website, and sign up. I believe the time tomorrow, yeah, I think it's, it might be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, yeah, before I sign off, let me make sure I get the right time for this. Yeah, there it is. It's 11 a.m. tomorrow, December 14th, 2025, in case you're watching this in the future. You missed it. Sorry. And yeah, we have this one-year program info session and music production masterclass. And you can go to this page, sign up, and get the link to join the Zoom tomorrow. So that's it. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a good one. Oops, wrong. See you later.